Hi, this is Serena from Serena Shares Ministries. This is Prophetess Shanae.
Oh my God.
We're up here doing our live segment. We're home today. Just want to be small and intimate on today, and trying to get it so both of us can be in the camera. Well, I hold for a little while now. Okay, hi. We just wanted today to come talk about, have a little small talk. Welcome. We wasn't on last week, but we're gonna come on for a few minutes today, and we just want to talk about choices. We just want to talk about it's important to make the right choices, because the choices you make can and will affect you. Not only will they affect you, but they will affect those that's around you. So we just want to welcome you into just this segment of small talk, where we're just going to have a little conversation, get a little dialogue going about making choices. The Bible talks about the choosing this day. You choose. It's so important that you be careful of the choices that you make, because believe it or not, and it may not seem like it at the time, but they can affect you, maybe not right then, but later on down the line they can affect you. Today I'm going to be really transparent right now. Today, we all know it was election day, and everyone from the age of 18 and older was expected or should have went out and voted today. Today was the elections, and everyone should have took full advantage of their right to vote. Exercise your right to vote. Honor your ancestors for all the hardships that they went through just to give us this right to vote. And I think it's very, very important that you let your vote be heard and be recognized. Well, some choices that I made a long time ago as a young woman, over 20 something years ago, before I knew the Lord, caused me not to be able to vote. And so that kind of saddened me, today, that I wasn't able to vote, because according to man has restricted me or took away my right to vote because of some choices that I made when I was a young woman. I got involved in somebody else's business, and they didn't end up getting a felony conviction. I did. And because of that, and it's been many years ago, over 20 something years ago, to this day, I do not have the right to vote. And that saddened me. So I wanted to just come on live to let people know, first of all, take full advantage of the fact that listen, it's a blessing. You all really don't know what you have. It may seem small to some of you because, you're able to do it. But for a person like me that does not have that privilege, I don't have the privilege, and I don't have the right, according to man, to go out to a poll and vote. I lost that because of a choice that I made over 20 something years ago. It's so important not to get involved. Young people, listen to this. Young people, you really need to hear this. Do not get involved in another man's, I'm going to say it in your turn, beef. Listen, don't do it. Because of that one mistake, I had never been in trouble before in my life. But because I'm trying to defend somebody else, I'm jumping to somebody else's affairs. It didn't have anything to do with me. I'm the one ended up with the conviction. Never served the day for the conviction, but yet I have the stigma for the rest of my natural born life of being a felon. And so I just wanted you all to understand and to know how important and how precious it is to have that right to vote. I was a little disheartened and a little, saddened today because I really want to vote. And man prevented me from doing that. But what man could not prevent me from doing was praying. That I can do. And I just pray that the one that gets in the chair is the one that God has chosen to lead this country. That I can do. So we just wanted to talk about choices and how it's so important that you think before you make a decision. Anger can cause you, because of anger, it will cause you to make a decision that will haunt you years later. At the time, again, I didn't know Christ, and I'm thinking I'm just as big and bad as everybody else. I was living in the projects during that time, and I had to uphold my reputation and so forth. So I had no idea that choice that I made, a choice that I made to jump into somebody else's fight, would hinder me from being able to go out and vote this time. I took some steps to try to get my rights back, but as of yet, I haven't gotten them back. So you all keep praying that maybe the next election that I have my rights back, but I can still pray. And I'm praying that the candidate is chosen that's going to lead this country in the right direction and in the right way. But please take full advantage. I'm so envious of you right now that you are able to go out there and cast your vote. I wish that I could do it, but I can't. But God is still good. He's been so good to me. God has forgiven me, has wiped the slate clean on what happened. I can't change what happened over 20-something years ago, but I just want all young people to know, stay out of other people's business. Don't have anything to do with you. Listen, walk away, go in the house, leave. Stay out of other people's affairs, because the person who I was helping out, they can vote. Isn't that so? Isn't that something? Okay. They can vote. I can't, and I was defending them. But nevertheless, I just believe like this: all things work together. You believe that?
Yes, I do.
All things work together for the good to them who are the called. And I know I am the called according to God's purpose. I might not understand it, but I know that it's working out for my good. And I know that God allowed that to happen even before I even knew Him, even before I came into the knowledge of Jesus Christ, even before I even acknowledged Him, before I even gave my life to Him. He was working it out because I was called from my mother's womb. And so it was working out for my good. And maybe He allowed it to happen so that I could tell these young people, listen, be smart, make wise decisions. You don't have to prove anything to anybody at all. Nobody. You don't have to prove anything to nobody. I said if I could do it all over again when I was in school, listen, you know who I said I want to be like? Steve Urkel. Remember Steve Urkel from Family Matters? Let me tell you why I say that. Because Steve Urkel was not afraid to be himself.
So true.
He wasn't afraid to be himself. Now, people, don't be afraid to be yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, just the way you are.
Yes.
And if I could turn back the hands of time, I would be Steve Urkel on today. I wouldn't get in nobody else's affairs or anything like that. But because of a youthful mistake, I don't have the right to vote. So those of you who have the right to vote, I pray that you vote. Please take full advantage of this. Yes. God is still good. I'm not able to vote, but I can pray. I told y'all I can pray. The effectual fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. And I just believe, amen, I spent today, I wasn't able to go out to the polls and vote, but I did spend this day praying and being in the presence of the Lord and worship Him. And just being, at the foot of the Lord on today as people were at the polls, and they still have time. If you haven't gone out to vote, go out and vote. Go out and vote. Do it for me. I can't go. So if you haven't gone yet, go and do it for me. So let me go do it for Apostle Harris. She can't vote, as of yet. Y'all pray for me. I'm going to get them rights back. I'm going to get them back next time. I'll be able to go out there. But go out there if you haven't gone out there, and go ahead and put your vote in. Go ahead and put your vote in and pay homage and respect and honor to our ancestors that suffered so that you can have the privilege that you can have. And remember again, young people, be wise in the decisions that you make. Don't let nobody talk you into doing anything that you know is not right, because you may be laughing at it. Because I was laughing and joking when I did it. I thought it was funny then. It's not funny now, girl. I had no idea that it would affect me, because see, again, I wasn't in the light. I was in darkness then. I didn't have anybody to talk to me. I didn't have anybody to guide me. I didn't have anybody to pour into my life. I didn't have anybody to come and even share Jesus with me. That's why it's so important. Everyone you come in contact with, share Jesus with them. I make it my business, everybody I come in contact with, to share Jesus with them. Whenever people see you, they should see kingdom.
Yeah.
They should see kingdom. The kingdom is not a physical place. The kingdom is inside of you. So when people encounter you, they should encounter kingdom. And so I try to make it my business to bring kingdom to everyone that I come in contact with. Because if I was younger and I had somebody to do that for me, then maybe I wouldn't have made some of the choices that I made when I was younger. But it's all good. God is still great. God is still wonderful. And I thank God, because who the Son set free is free indeed. So we just wanted to come today and just talk a little bit about choices. Just be very, very, very careful of your choice. I don't care if somebody in your face, rah, 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 and that's one of my pet peeves. I told y'all I'm from the projects, and blah, 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 blah. Listen, there's nothing wrong with you turning around and going in the opposite direction. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. The Bible said work out your own soul salvation, because the more you stand there, the more your flesh is going to get riled up. Turn around and leave until you can calm yourself down. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And again, we just want to come and talk about choices, and we just thank God. Do be in prayer, because on last night the Lord did let me know that what's about to happen is going to be a series of unfortunate events. Be praying. It's ready to be a series of unfortunate events that's about to occur. But I just believe that if God reveal it, then He's going to heal it. He lets us know so that the intercessors will come before the throne.
Yeah.
So we go on before the throne and asking God for grace and for mercy and for favor. And so we just wanted to come and just convey choices. This is turn the camera. This is one of my daughters, Prophet Shanae, and they know I pour into them, and let them know, no. Stay out of other people's business. Stay out of other people's affairs. Don't go jumping in because you hear there's a fight over here and it's your home girl or your stick girl. You don't know why things are happening the way they are happening. Stay out of it. Don't go, because the decisions you make, you're going to end up the one in trouble, as it did in my case. The one that I was defending, she can vote. I bet she was at the poll today. Casting her ballot. And here I am over 20-some years later, can't vote. After defending her. But again, God is good. All things work together. I'm happy in the Lord. I really, really am. Because God is wonderful. There's a reason for this. I believe God wanted me to just be a living testimony, that they can say, wow, Apostle Harris, went through this. And God is bringing her out, then He'll bring you out too. So we just want you to know, be wise in your choice. Even the Bible picks it up and said, before a man build a house, let him sit up and count up the cost. Before you make a decision, you pray for discernment to make sure that you're making the right decision. And do not stay out of people's business. That taught me that too. Stay out of other people's business. Doesn't concern you. Stay out of other people's business. And keep people out of yours. Now that was a free one. That was just a side note right there. Keep people out of your business too. keep folks out of your business. So we just wanted to come and have that little small talk with you. We love you. Remember, keep praying, because prayer truly does work. Y'all pray for me to the next election, that I'll be out there at the polls with you, that they get my rights back, that I'll be out there at the polls, that I can, check off, who I want, to endorse as president in the next election.
Yeah.
All right. This is Miss Small Talk, Serena Harris. Listen, Holy Temple has Women's Week coming up November the 16th through the 20th. We got some dynamic speakers coming that night. During those nights, so we ask you to come out. I'm closing it out that Sunday at 11:30. My book, I'm an author now. Thank you, Jesus.
Hey.
The book is entitled Overcomer. It's the story of my life. It's already on sale now on Amazon. Or you can wait and buy it from me. I will have them on the 15th. They should be here on the 15th, and we're having a book release party. So come on out. You come on November 27th at 4 o'clock. It's gonna be a Holy Temple. Come on out, party, eat, laughter, fun, music and dancing, and we're gonna have some books for sale, and I'm gonna be signing books and so for the song. So God is just wonderful. He's doing some mighty things in our lives. Then we have Serena S. Harris Ministries have a women's conference. The Daughters of Zelophehad. That's December. I forgot the date. But that's it. So we have so much going on. Please forgive me, I can't remember the date. But Serena said I'll tell you more about that as it gets close to the date. But I think it's that second week in December, Daughters of Zelophehad conference. We're looking for God to just really move during that conference. We're looking to have a good time, and we just want to say again, remember, make the right choices.
Yes.
Make the right choices. Make the right choices. Stay out of other people's affairs. Other people's business. Pray for them. Pray for them. Hey, Pastor! Apostle Billings, sister girl. Just pray for them. Remember, pour into everyone that you come in contact with. Bring kingdom to them. Maybe we wouldn't have as much crime as we have if somebody would just bring kingdom to some of these young folks. Come to us. Bring kingdom to these young folks. Love on them. Bring kingdom to them. Let them know that there is somebody that does. There is somebody that cares. That there's somebody that understands. And somebody that's been where they are. I can say that I've been where they are. I come from the rough side, so I understand, and I've been there, and so I'm not coming from a judgmental standpoint when I approach them, but I'm coming, with love, and just coming and just displaying kingdom to them. That's how I was, and that God is a deliverer, and He's in the business of setting you free. He can, He will, He's able, and He wants to set you free. So we love you on today. This has been a small segment of Small Talk. We keeping it short today, because I gotta go back and finish praying. Go back before the Lord. Remember, pray. The Lord spoke and said there's going to be a series of unfortunate events that's going to follow. So we're going to pray. All right. We love you. Hey, baby. So my other children coming in there. Yes, I miss you, girl. Can you flat iron my hair, girl? Hey. Yeah, I'm going to lie. Look at this. You don't lie. I'm glad she can. Won't God do it? I need my hair flat iron. Won't do it, girl? God is good. All right. Love y'all. Until next time. This is Apostle Serena Harris and Prophet Shanae Harris. We love you.
I don't know how to.
Bye.